Welcome back to the Romanian Reaver channel and my playthrough of Pathfinder Kingmaker. Okay, let's hope I figured out how to freaking heal that one. But first, a halfling with tousled hair wearing a dusty trousers outfit sits chewing the tip of her quill. Just a moment, how should I put this? Oh, I know. She scribbles something quickly in a notebook scrawled with verse, raises her eyes and gives you a bright smile. Oh, hi. You come from Pitax, right? Tell me about it. Oh, I love Pitax, even though they kicked me out. Joyful place. What's life in Pitax like? Actually, Pitax has always been one huge nest of thieves. Bandits, river pirates, smugglers, fences, card sharps. It's always been a home for the likes of them. But that was before Irovetti became king. With him, a whole different life began there. Irovetti wanted to make history, but not as another bandit with a crown. Though that's exactly what he is, haha. He wanted to be glorified through the centuries as a great patron of the arts, so he built the Academy of Grand Arts and spent lots of gold to assemble the best artists, poets, and musicians. Of course, the very best ones refused to go, but he got what he wanted in a way. If Petax was once just a booze barn for thieves, now it's a cabaret. What do you know of King Irovetti? He won his crown in a game of cards, which says as much about Pitax as it does about him. He's fiendishly clever. Some cheats I know told me that from the moment he appeared, he started pulling off, not to pulling off. Such schemes that the old city masters just scratched their heads. With him in charge, gold flooded in to Pitax, and also he's incredibly, unimaginably, fantastically decadent and conceited. Getting drunk with whores at the pub, that's not Lord Rovetti's style. Oh no, he aims higher, dressing up like a male Calistria with a golden car, what the fuck, card piece, and holding a 3-week orgy with dancing on the rooftops, parades, public executions, and a contest for the best ode to the great unrivaled king. That's more like it. He also likes singing, ugh, and he orders his guards to make citizens gather for his shows. May Sheeran have mercy on his listeners. Tell me about the academy you studied at. You know, jokes aside, I'm thankful to Erovetti for building it, but he has no taste, at all, whatsoever. He likes his art loud, bright, grandiose, and most importantly, glorifying his Royal Highness. He kicked out the best charcoal artist because he didn't wish to spend money on grey scribbles. He sacked the masterful flute player from Chanchia for playing too quietly, and instead ordered them to open a kettle drum class. Jesus Christ. He even ordered the academy to expel me, and for what? An innocent limerick. Will you go back to the academy and finish your studies? I'd like to return, but on one condition. If they threw out 3/4 of the professors who teach there now, and returned all the ones they banished. If you ask me, I'm proud to have been expelled. If my art was to Rovetti's liking, then I would have reason to be ashamed. Okay, just a quick check in the background. The Pathfinder, let's see, is she a romance option? Just checking. Chaotic good. Nope, not a romance option. Don't think so. Yeah, well, let me ask something else. Tell me about the book you're writing. What is there to tell? You've seen some of my rough drafts already, haven't you? It's a book about you and your adventures. I'm writing the whole truth, just as it happened. Well, the whole artistic truth, you know, no glory, no story. Why are you writing it? What's the point? When I was at the academy, Eobald the Insightful began his literature course with the question, what is a person? And he answered, a person is a storytelling animal. Our world does not consist of things. All these woods, seas, and cities, it consists of stories about those things. The stories we tell to ourselves and to each other. Just think about it. Centuries will pass and there will be no me, no you. All your subjects will be gone, and you and I will live on in people's memories and influence their deeds, thanks to this very book. Yeah. So what kind of character am I? In books, everything is simple. There are heroes and there are villains. In life, of course, it's completely different. You have to make difficult decisions. I don't always agree with you, but that's what makes you complex. A complex, multifaceted character. You're like a force of nature, wild and unpredictable. You're full of surprises. I doubt I could make up a protagonist like you even if I tried very hard. How do you feel about me reading your work in progress? Well, there are only drafts, but of course you're welcome to read them. Just keep in mind that even if you don't like what I read about, I won't change a single letter, so don't even ask. As long as you write the truth, I have no objection. It's a book, but it's my book, understood? I swear, Lindsay puts her hand up over her heart. Truth, only truth, and just teensy bit of imaginative exaggeration. Okay. What's the deal with the ring you always wear on your finger? Ah, this. It was a gift to me from my first teacher. It's magical, imbued by the powers of Shaylin, no less. When I get myself in trouble, it transports me to a safe spot. So please don't get angry with me if I suddenly disappear from a fight. I'll wait for you here. Promise. Okay. Just don't leave without me, of course. I could write whatever you tell me, but if I wanted to stay cooped up in a dusty room, I'd still be sleeping through lectures at the academy. Yep, now she's cured of that affliction. Okay, let's get you. Good day to you. Do you need anything? I'd be happy to help. I found the rings, Svetlana. Kressel, the bandit woman who had it, tried to kill me and died in the fight. Sighs bitterly. I suppose I should have told you the truth about her. Kressel wasn't the real name. Her real name was Irena, before all this. She was a daughter of my mother and her second husband, my half-sister. I can't help but feel like everything that happened to her was my fault. She always had a wildness to her. She'd wandered the streets hanging out with a bad crowd. Until the day she passed. Mother complained about Irena constantly. Back then, it was a cruel games and strange escapades. She never really hurt anyone back in Rostov. Her father didn't live much longer than our mother, so I decided to try and help Irena. I brought her here to the Stolen Lands, though Oleg was against it. And once here, she immediately fell under the Staglor's influence. She never even needed to meet him. The stories and rumors from local hunters and bandits were enough to win her over. She would tell us how he was a real leader, unlike Rostov's softies. Eventually she ran away, only to return under a new name with a pack of thugs to collect taxes from us. What's worse, she participated in the torture and execution of prisoners alongside Stag Lord's minions. And now, meeting such an end, I realize you didn't what you had to do. Perhaps it's all for the best, but still, I wonder if everything could have turned out differently. Lifts her head. Thank you for returning my ring to me. I truly appreciate it. Now, if you don't mind, I think I'd like a little alone time for a while. Okay. Now, back to exploring the great wilderness. Jawohl.
No stopping now.
With that dwarven axe in my hand, of course not, Lord. There's only one thing stopping me. That's probably the end of the episode, but that's still 15 minutes away, comrade. At the very least, if I don't forget. Honestly, she's probably the most bangable of the lot so far. Okay, and I'm going to just guess that here is where we need to go.
I'm hungry. When we stop?
We're gonna stop here. How can I delegate people to him though? Where's Lindsay at? Aha, there we go. Yeah, that looks better.
Miss a good fight. I want to hit somebody so hard my fists are itching.
Someone on the road. There will always be.
Cannot be defeated.
Shit!
Bring it!
You deserved it.
We won't falter.
Switch over to your.
Forwards.
This body holds no more.
Arrest is in order.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rest. That much is for damn sure. Okay, another day, another save. Let's see about moving out. I really want to explore that. Oh, achievement progress continues. Ooh. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm kind of suspicious of this. I mean, elks are usually linked to these, at least somewhat.
Greetings.
Okay, the former captain of John's personal guard asked you, as though you'd seen each other in Restov only yesterday. He limps noticeably and his clothes are stained with blood. It looks every bit as grim and focused as when you first met him, but this time you also sense a hint of excitement in his eyes.
I have urgent news from Restov. The investigation that I have conducted at Lady Jamandi's orders have proved your innocence. Tartuccio was and still is the Pataxian spy. That dreadful night, it was him who had opened the gate and let the assassins in. It appears that he had planned to gain the barony and Eldori's support, only to later place these lands under the command of his true patron. King Iravetti is no stranger to intrigue, and likes to use others to do his dirty work. Anyway, Lady Jamandi sends her apologies. Lady Jamande ordered me to capture Tartuccio. We were following his trail when that damned mist fell. First, we entirely lost our way and then stumbled right into a bandit ambush. Alas, nearly all my people were wounded and can go no further. And so I am here asking for your aid. I'll point out on the map where Tartuccio is supposed to be. Bring that scum to Oleg's trading post, dead or alive. Restov will not forget this favor. That sly bastard has caused us no little trouble, that's for sure. When he showed up in Restov and announced he was going to join the expedition, nobody suspected a thing. Yes, a gnome, yes, a sorcerer, but so what? Even after that terrible night, some of my people were willing to bet money on you being the spy. His overconfidence was his downfall. Tartuccio's henchmen, it seems, imagined they could safely meet with Pataxian spies in the town's seedy underbelly. But Restov is the ancestral home of the Eldori, and Lady Jamandi is respected not only by the aristocracy and the common folk, but also by those on the other side of the law. We received a message from the slums. A good friend, who wished to remain anonymous, suggested the Sword Lords take a closer look at a certain guest from Patax. Jamande immediately sent for me and ordered me to capture the spy, all very quietly, of course. He told us everything, and not only about Tartuccio. I doubt that Iravetti was pleased to hear of his agent's failure. Pataxian spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time, King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire Stolen Lands region, and at the Eldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of the Pataxian king. He's truly a snake of a man. Used to be. It's only a name now, nothing more. The House Gares are a noble family in Brevoy. They own several mines in the Galushkin Mountains. My father Evan is cousin to Lord Howland Gares, but he's my father no longer. In any case, I brought shame upon my name and was punished accordingly. The family disowned me. I fled to Restov and took up the life of a simple mercenary, until I received an assignment here in the Stolen Lands. Fair enough. For Gares, the prosperity of the house and the honor of the name stands above all else, and I was betrothed to a widow from another noble house. This union was of great importance to the family. However, 3 months before the wedding, I met a commoner girl, gentle and pure, and we fell in love. I would have rather died than leave my Tanya, so I decided to break off the engagement with my noble bride. I could never have expected what would follow. My father was furious. I'd set a pointless love affair above the interests of the house. He expelled me from the family and ordered to leave our lands under threat of death. And Tanya, her mother was seriously ill, and she stayed behind to care for her rather than follow me into exile. Thus, I was on my own, disgraced, without a name, and without love. Don't imagine that I ask for pity. Everyone gets what they deserve. What's done is done. Well then, ask away. House Gares owns a number of valleys and gorges in the Galushkin Mountains. The landscape makes these places easily defensible, and they're rich in ores and everything else the depths of the earth have to offer. It is a place of rare beauty. When I moved to Restov, I couldn't get used to it for a long time. There was nothing but sky between the roofs. No mountain peaks anywhere in sight. It is an old and renowned family, one of the most influential in Brevoy. A long time ago, the Gares house entered a pact with the dwarven clan of Golka. This proved to be of great benefit to both parties, and they've supplied the ore for our forges ever since. Lord Howland even took the son of the dwarven leader as his ward. Who would have known where this would lead? The same winter that Brevoy lost the Rogarvia dynasty, Howland's only natural son, Bren, went missing in the mountains. Thus, Toval Golka, the Lord's dwarven ward, became heir to House Gares. The lad has it tough, though. Too many believed Howland should have chosen someone of his own blood to be the heir. I would imagine my own father had similar plans for me, but we all know how that went. As you wish.
Time to see about Tartuccio.
Tear them apart!
Let's save. We still have 5. Oh, actually, no point in saving quite yet.
We can do it.
Advance!
They go down!
Strike with all your might. We won't falter. Please strike.
Wow! I hit like a cow. Wonder why I'm moving so slowly now. Must be something. A control I'm not aware of. Let me just check real quick. Options, controls, keyboard, no. Any sort of speed?
It is done.
More tile scenes.
Hey,
Unworthy.
forwards!
Do not falter.
Bring it!
We're getting better at skating.
Follow me.
What a surprise.
This is my path. No stopping now.
Somebody noble got an ignoble end, by the looks of things. I'm beginning to actually get used
Can do it!
to the combat system. Let's hope the AI is more I than A.
Onwards.
Ah, this is why.
Precious
Fire!
Things.
We will prevail!
Onwards!
Food is food, and we needed that.
Forget it.
That looks like a katana, really, but could also be a what's the name of that German sword? A messer?
It's just not my lucky day.
March on.
Okay, let's head over here. Really, you guys are now... Ah, you're encumbered. Alright, I guess we can start dropping worthless shit. Kind of a shame, but such is life, really. A lot of stuff here. Dueling sword +1, so this chick could probably do with a better sword. Is that one-handed? Yes, it is.
I do not require this.
And let's just drop some more stuff. Yep, that fixed things a bit. Oh, no.
Can you
Despicable.
make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Stay behind me. Tear them apart. Advance. Let us strike as one. They go down. Ha.
Strike with all your might!
Last wishes.
That was pretty quick. Okay. No. Let's see, do we need anything else? I think I'm going to go with this a bit as well. Okay. No bonuses there. One there. Two there. Well, let's put one in here. Next. Let's go with a weapon focus, Dwarven Urgash, Dwarven War Axe. I think that's what I have on me. Don't see anything else with Dwarven. I'm going to go with that. Okay. Need another one. Okay. Let's go with that. Yeah. That should make me a bit less of a bitch.
It is done.
And save. Because saving is good for you, and it's 30 minutes. I forgot. Fuck.
We will be victorious.
You see that?
What's that?
Bring it! Do not falter! Tear them apart!
I'll make my own legend.
Applause, please.
What's that?
Anything else?
No stopping now.
Let's just wander around a bit more.
I failed. I'm sorry.
Follow me.
Lots of stuff we can't take yet. Oh well.
Blood for Golem!
Bit weird, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna guess. Not even close. But I'm going to leave it off here now though, cause yeah, it's getting a wee bit long in the tooth already.
Running won't help you!
Whoa!
Ah! Unworthy.
There's a lot of doggos. But hey, somebody got a level. And you're definitely going to be getting a bit more. Trickery. More there. More there, more there. Perception wouldn't be bad, but we're gonna do this and this. And what else can I use you for? Weapon focus. Skill focus. Good, that would be good. Ear piercing scream, cure light wounds. Transmutation. That already we have. Necromancy. Yeah. Okay, but as I said, time to leave it off, cause yeah. Thank you for watching, or more precisely surviving up until this point, because gods know the editing's kinda interesting and my voice has a melodic tone to it. If you like what you saw, feel free to hit the subscribe button, like button, it does help out the statistics of the channel, gets more visible, you know, stuff like that. And to be honest, at one point I would like to actually make this a job so I can do better content with better quality, more games, more coverage, you know, stuff like that. Take care.